Hey, Holly.
Everything about this room has been the exact same for over 10 years.
I think you're really transitional in your style, in that you have some traditional, but your eye loves the contemporary.
Hi, Ben. I'm Laura.
Laura, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Hey, Ben. Brian Mitchell.
Actually, we need everything to go and all new to come.
It's 3 rooms that we're going to now make 1.
We would love to incorporate a TV.
I'm looking forward to showing Brian and Laura a finished kitchen.
Oh, wow.
What do you think?
It's huge.
Pearson Company is my dream. I get to live it every day, along with my talented team of designers.
You never know what's going to come in the door or who you're going to work with.
What I love doing is being that person that can walk in and say, absolutely, I get your dream, and we can make it happen.
I'm the new kid on the block, and I'm looking forward to blowing people's minds.
I've never been in a place that was as creative as this environment is.
I guess you know where I'm taking you.
No.
We're actually going to the Mitchells.
Okay.
Okay, so I believe we're going to get to work on the kitchen.
Let's do this.
it's nice.
Very nice.
Brian and Laura Mitchell have an older home with a kitchen that they've not been happy with for quite some time. So they've asked us to come along and take a look.
Hey.
How are y'all doing?
All right. How are you guys?
Hey.
Y'all, this is Ben.
Hi, Ben. I'm Laura.
Laura, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Hey, Ben. Brian Mitchell.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. We've been here for 11 years, and we've been talking about doing the kitchen for over 4 years, seriously talking about doing it for over 4 years, and we think the time's right now.
So what do you want to do? What's the big plan?
I think open it up.
Okay.
Right now it's too small. We cannot all fit in this area.
No.
We need the new floors, we need new appliances, we need new cabinets, we need more lights. Actually, we need everything to go and all new to come.
Remodeling kitchens in older homes is always interesting. They're generally smaller than today's families want them to be. So you have to be willing to consider some radical solutions. Okay, so open it up. You said open it up.
I would love to, instead of have 3 choppy rooms,
Right.
to make it a little bit more open, maybe take out part of this wall is
Okay.
what I'm thinking.
We might want to check on that. I think it's a great idea just to make sure it's not load-bearing structural issues there.
I love the idea. I mean, I like that you're wanting to take it. Now, do you want it to be more of a breakfast room or more of a bigger working kitchen island?
I would love a big island with stools that we can sit at. We would love to incorporate a TV into the room so that we can watch football games and have friends over.
Okay. So I see, is this a layout? Is this for
kind
me
of
or
what
is
we were
this?
thinking. We started trying to put our ideas together.
Hard.
What have you done?
So what we're thinking is if we can take out part of the wall between the kitchen and this old bedroom, that we can expand into the other room.
And I noticed you didn't even give us, this is not even in the picture.
No, we don't want to have a breakfast room. We want it to be more open.
If we can take out the walls, the natural light will flood in and give this space an airy open feel. Who I would defer to first to make sure we can move this wall down is I'd probably get Jenny, who works in my office.
Okay.
Because she has a bachelor's of architecture. And then bring in a contractor as well. And again, we have these uneven floors. Every room has a different level.
Right now we're dealing with 3 different flooring situations. 2 have tile, 1's lower, and 1 has wood. I think if we can make them all one surface, it will actually make the room feel like it's one room and we didn't modify it.
So this was a bedroom.
Originally.
Long time ago, it was a bedroom.
This room becomes our important room. One, because I think it's off of this space,
Right.
which I have a feeling you enjoy.
The deck we use throughout the fall, throughout the spring. We love the deck, and we would love some way to get to the deck.
So doors.
Doors would be great.
Here's what we'll do. We're going to fix the floor. We're going to do television, storage, island, somewhere the appliances all have to get together. All of them have to be kind of like in a perfect formation to make function happen for you.
I wonder if it's possible to just wall that window up and utilize that whole wall for appliances.
We can get this to go away. That's a great idea.
Okay. If we can reclaim that wall space where the window is and move the sink to another location, we'll be able to create a much more efficient workspace along that wall.
And then we can get with Jenny and work out the big picture. I think we're going to have something to be bragging about.
This kitchen needs to serve a young family of 5. They don't just want a space for cooking, but also that serves as a living area. The key to this project is tearing out those walls, adding new cabinets, appliances, and a TV to make this a fantastic new space.
Today, Katie and I are going to meet with Holly Sharp. We actually did her brother's living room, and now she wants us to come over to her house and take a look at her master bedroom. Hey, Holly. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Hey, this is Kat.
I am very excited and eager for Brad to get over here and get started. I have seen what they've done at my brother and sister-in-law's house, and they have flat knocked it out of the park, and I'm ready for some of that here. Everything about this room has been the exact same for over 10 years. So I could use, it just needs a little updating. I'd like it to maybe be more modern. And the only thing I probably would not want to change is the drapes are fairly new.
Okay. Well, what about the bed itself?
You know, I've seen a lot of pieces, and I really like the idea of having something upholstered or softer to lean up against.
Absolutely.
And,
something with a higher headboard, maybe.
and just maybe lose the posts.
Okay. You know, I think Holly's idea to get rid of the 4-poster bed is going to work perfect for her room. To walk into the room and not have those 2 posts there is really going to open up the room, allow it to breathe, and then give her the contemporary feel that she wants.
And I'm all for changing the lavender walls.
So lavender is kind of the predominant color. It goes into your bedding. Where would you think that you would lean now?
We could do something, I guess, darker, richer colors. I'm all for.
Okay.
And believe it or not, I usually have way too much junk on these, so I would love to be able to come up with a way to not have a lamp that takes up so much bedside table space. If that's a thought.
Okay.
We could actually do a wall sconce that has an articulating arm. It could pull over to you while you're in bed needing to read, and then you can put it away.
It's a great idea.
That way you're
great idea.
Yeah, and that way your whole bedside table stays clear for whatever you need to put on it.
I'm all for that. I'm all for that. And maybe something that could marry with that chandelier.
Okay. Anything else? What about bedside tables themselves?
I could lose maybe the wood. I do like the fact that they have a lot of depth, and I can put lots of things in the storage in those drawers.
Okay.
So I'd hate to have something really small and sleek that has no storage room.
Gotcha. So we're looking at changing light fixtures, bedding, keeping the drapes, finding a great rich wall color.
Right.
Well, you know what I think we'll do is we'll take some measurements and take some photos.
Okay.
Then we'll have you back to the gallery, and Kat and I will have a bunch of fabrics and ideas pulled, and we'll just play.
Okay, guys, we're excited about your kitchen. And we have found out that we can definitely get rid of all of this and open it up. So that's the good news. It is important for me to have Jenny at this presentation. Jenny comes with a great architectural background. So I've asked her to bring some layouts. I think the Mitchells are going to love it.
We do have this corner that we had to deal with because this is a load-bearing wall. We couldn't get rid of the whole thing back to here. So we're just going to wrap that cabinetry around and just make it part of the whole space. And I think it's going to work really well.
I know the bar stools are important to you, making sure you get all the kids around there, and the bar stools can tuck away. Now we get to go to the fun part. And the fun part is cabinets. You know, is it white? Is it off-white? Is it stained?
We had oak cabinets in our last house that were horrible, that we did not like. So we're terrified
to remove a few things
take the
here.
wood out.
Say we go white on the cabinets, then what's the floor? That's always my next thing. You're very careful with your home, making sure the integrity stays with how the house was built. You don't want to change it too much. If you keep some of your flooring the same and it transitions nicely, I find that it makes the house just feel a bit more roomier. It breathes a little better.
If you keep it the same.
If we stay with wood. But I'm seeing wood over here.
This is a piece of wood that I found down in the crawl space just from when they built the house.
Okay.
And then this is a piece that that I tore up at some point in time, and just showing our current color, and that it's the 1.5 inches, which you don't really see as often. I'm scared to do anything on the floor that will look out of place. I want to keep the house in its same character, 1949, so I want the floors to all kind of flow together. I don't want anything broken up and choppy. I only have 2 more of these,
Right.
So that's obviously not going to be enough. Blending the wood, I guess as long as they match the wood, it won't be
Well, the finish, now the
Finishing
thing is are we going to mill this new size, or are we going to change it to like a 2-inch or a 3-inch?
I think we would probably try to keep it the same, just so it looked, like you said, timeless, like it was there in
I love that.
1949.
It's not well known, but you can actually have wood flooring custom milled. I believe this is going to be the right solution for the Mitchell's kitchen. I want to make sure the flow stays consistent to keep a more vintage feel. With taking out walls, milling new floors, this is going to be a huge undertaking, but I believe we can pull it off.
Today, Katie and I are meeting with Holly Sharp to discuss some choices for her bedroom. Well, I think we should probably start in the bed. That's going to be the big focal piece in the room, and so I think one of the things we want to look at is the lines. What are you attracted to? Straight lines, a little bit of curve?
Do you like this detail where it has a little bit of a shape but not too much?
Of course, I like the tufted, but I like a little bit of a shape.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. Then the next thing to talk about is going to be on your headboard, what kind of material you like. This is one of my favorites because the color of your drapes kind of comes out in the detail of the fabric.
That's smart. I would have never even thought about that.
And it's soft.
Like how soft
And it's
that
very
is.
I know, it's so soft.
No, I think that's fantastic, and it certainly solves the problem of, a texture that might be uncomfortable up against. So
Yeah.
That's
Sure.
great.
Yeah. So the other thing is bedside tables. Now, I died when I found that. I think it's just beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Mirrored, it's going to give
Love
you
it.
that updated look in the space. Yeah, that's a good size. It's 42 wide, so it's a
That
little
is
bigger than what you have
fantastic.
right now. But because it's mirrored, it won't be a heavy piece in the room.
Oh, I
Right.
love that. I think that's great looking.
Well, another thing that we want to talk about is also wall color.
Right.
I love this Dover gray here. You know, grays can have warm undertones, they can have cool undertones, and I love that because it doesn't have too much blue, too much brown
Right.
undertones.
I agree.
Right.
Once it's painted on the wall, will that look even darker or lighter? Or...
It does. It tends to, when you're looking at it face down with the lighting on it, look a little lighter,
Okay.
and it'll get a little bit more rich once you put it up on the walls.
Okay. I'm all for that.
And the last thing that we really need to look at is bedding. I think you're really transitional in your style in that you have some traditional, but your eye loves the contemporary. So if we can find something that's a good transition for you that brings those together, I think it'll work really well.
Me too.
And there's a couple of these that I really love. Love this. I love
This
the
may
lines.
be too much geometric or shape for me.
Okay.
Take
Yeah,
that one
and
out.
I love this.
So handsome.
This
so
brings
pretty.
in just a little bit of sheen, a little bit of movement.
I love the sheen of it, and I love the kind of the monochromatic look of it, but it's a little taupey for me.
Okay.
As opposed to the more gray.
Sure. Why don't we pull some ideas and we'll get a whole bedding plan together.
Okay.
Now that we've landed the headboard, we've landed the bed, all the
Right.
main pieces in the room, we'll
Okay.
pull the perfect accent pillows and bedding, and it'll be done.
On your merry way.
I know.
That's great,
Be a finished room.
In a bedroom, the bed is absolutely the focal point of the room, and one way to change the feel of your room is to change up the bedding itself. And in this case, I think Katie and I know the direction that Holly wants to go to freshen up her room, and so now it's just about narrowing down the selections. What if we did, something, I love the gathered texture on this fabric.
Yes.
But she wants that little pop of dark, in there, but not the overall bed.
Right. Well, and I think sometimes that people that are drawn to dark colors, it gets old really quickly because
Right.
it makes everything feel so heavy. So keeping all this bedding light would be
Light.
really, really
And
smart.
making the drapes really make sense in the room.
Exactly.
So if we go duvet here, what if we do 3 Euro pillows up against the headboard? So we keep that simplicity and then use this only as our decorative and that one pop, but I'm really feeling this. I think the goal for Holly's bedding was to give her something unique. to pick patterns and textures that work well together, but they don't feel like a matched set bought off the shelf. And so we layered all things in patterns and colors that Holly loves. In the end, no one's ever gonna walk in her room and say, oh, I have that bedding. It is unique to her.
We're back at the Mitchell's house, and the kitchen is coming along great. Well, hello, we got cabinets.
Yeah, just got installed last couple of days.
We were lost the window, but it still feels bright in here.
And it's so open.
And we haven't even gotten the doors up yet, which we still need to deal with. And then we got to get the countertops, plumbing, and I want to stain the floors last. On a remodel, it's always good to stain the floors last because by installing the appliances, they can really wreak havoc on that new floor. Adding the French door out to the deck and the countertops, even the cabinet hardware, they are all key items to us really accomplishing this vintage feel.
So the assignment from Holly for her room was that we freshen it up, make it a little bit more modern, clean lines, but also very comfortable.
I think Holly's going to be really pleased with the outcome of the room. It's the right amount of edginess, the right amount of contemporary, but it's still cozy and it's still really elegant.
Holly,
Are you kidding me?
what do you think?
Whose bedroom is this?
It's your bedroom.
Now it's yours.
It looks incredible. You knocked it out of the park.
Oh, well, thank you. That's what we like to hear.
It's beautiful.
Well, I mean, look at this. You've got new color on the walls.
Oh, it's beautiful, and it looks so good with the bed. And like you said, Brad, you said if we lost those posts, it would make the room feel bigger, and I thought you were crazy, and you're so right.
Yeah.
These side tables, I never dreamed they'd look this good.
You know, and they're large in scale.
Yeah.
But man, do they work good in here. They reflect all of these great colors in the room.
And I love that there's storage in them.
Oh, yeah.
I love that too.
Keep all your stuff away.
You know, you can read and store books away, and now we've got these great
So
light
functional.
fixtures.
I really like the lighting. It's simplistic,
yeah.
it's clean, it's so different than what we had in here before.
Yeah,
Don't you like it?
So simple.
It's a huge difference, actually, I think.
It really is.
Because it's airy, and so now your ceilings just feel really high.
And what do you think? We kept your drapes. So what do you think about how it all came together with them?
They just look like they came as a part of the new design to the room.
Yeah. And
Don't you
I mean,
think?
it comes right into the bed, and it all feels very purposeful, so
Well, I hope y'all enjoy it.
yeah.
Not to worry.
In the end, I really think this room looks great. We accomplished the contemporary feel that Holly was going for by removing the four-post bed, giving her a softer, tufted headboard. We simplified the lighting in the room, brought in the mirrored side tables, which really open up the room. And so I think the room is still classy and sophisticated, but it definitely is much more contemporary.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm looking forward to showing Brian and Laura a finished kitchen. I think they're going to be very excited about it.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Today we're here at the Mitchell's home putting the final touches on this beautiful kitchen.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey.
Hey guys. Sometimes for me the kitchen is the hardest thing to install because you want to do real cool accessories, but you want to keep it minimal, practical. She loves white and she loves steel and candle and accessories, so we're gonna have fun today, just bringing in a few simple things to make this kitchen feel complete. Not one of these are the same size. That's crazy.
I have a hammer, so we gotta decide.
Yeah, I know.
What if it was just totally random?
That's what I'm feeling.
How about just that?
I'm not feeling it. I have to say random. Pick a spot and
I really love the way this kitchen turned out, just bringing the 3 rooms and making it one great space, and they're just gonna wanna be in here all the time.
I'm looking forward to showing Brian and Laura a finished kitchen. I think they're going to be very excited about it. Okay, guys.
Oh.
Ta-da! Wow.
Oh, wow. It's
Lord.
huge!
My first impression when I saw the new space was how big and open it was, how they turned 3 rooms into 1, and how it flows together.
All the cabinets, countertops, TV, yay.
TV's there.
It's interesting being a designer. I'm finding that everybody wants a TV in all rooms. And usually we try to hide them in the kitchen. They want them in there, but they don't really want them to be obvious. This room, it needed to be obvious. It was about the TV.
Oh, and the bar, I love the countertops. They're beautiful.
Aren't these amazing? I'm in love with the countertops. They added a lot of warmth to the room, and there's a lot of countertops in here.
When choosing a countertop, the key is to match the right material with the use. We chose quartz countertops because it's the most durable material out there. And with this family of 5, this kitchen, and these countertops, they're going to get a lot of wear and tear.
The doors to the deck.
And the doors. By opening up the kitchen, we were able to take advantage of this space where there were just some windows. And we went into this other room that was kind of a guest bedroom. We put a large span of doors, which now makes the deck a little bit more of a usable space in the kitchen. It's almost as if in the summer they can have an indoor-outdoor room just by opening them up.
I love that you brought a piece of your wood to the design meeting. It just keeps the flow of the house. I walk in from all these entrances and I feel like it's definitely a new kitchen, but it feels like it was supposed to be here. It doesn't look like we did an addition or a remodel. And I love how we got rid of the window, didn't mess up any of the lighting.
You know, when we were first doing the space plan, we realized that really the window had to go. It was important to get the cooktop and the hood center into the room. By moving the window out, that's what we were able to accomplish. Then we could bookend it with the refrigerator and the ovens. And then putting the sink right there in front, it gave her that perfect triangle to move around, prepare food, cook food, and still be in the room with her family and enjoy it.
What do you think of the paint color, the green?
Love it.
I just love how it makes the cabinets almost pop off. They have a bit more dimension to them, and I love that you let us take them to the ceiling. It just makes this room feel tall. I love these sisals.
The kitchen already has a warm feel, but I think this adds one extra touch of giving you something to land on, a foundation in the room, and can't tear these up.
And these are kid-friendly.
Yeah.
Dog-friendly. So let me know when dinner night is. I'm on.
We'll do it.
Okay?
We'll take you up.
All right. Appreciate you.
With our children getting older and bigger, we needed to have a little more room. This is our new family room, our kitchen, our living room, everything we need in one space.